So what's monk mode? If you go to Google or if you ask AI, monk mode is a mindset and practice that involves focusing on a single task for a set period of time without distractions. The goal is to work more efficiently and effectively toward your goals by eliminating distractions and entering a state of deep focus. If there's one movie that screams monk mode, it's The Count of Monte Cristo. For those who don't know, a main character named Edmond Dantes gets thrown into a Who Framed Roger Rabbit situation where he's wrongfully imprisoned. He's sent to an island and is forced to suffer/starve for years while his country and family thinks he's a traitor and his best friend marries his fiance. I promise you, the movie gets better. It has a depressing beginning, but the ending is much, much better. Throughout the movie, his goal is revenge on everyone who betrayed him. With the help from another prisoner, he escapes the island and proceeds to transform himself into the wealthy Count of Monte Cristo as part of his plan to exact revenge and vengeance. But here's how monk mode is masterfully demonstrated. After spending at least 4 years in solitary confinement, minus a whipping, Albafaria,
I am Faria.
I'm probably butchering the name. In either case, he's an experienced and knowledgeable soldier who can offer decades of knowledge and experience to Edmond.
I will teach you economics, mathematics.
To read and write?
Of course.
And for the next several years, Edmond is going to unlock monk mode, but on like a whole another level. Every phase from not only learning how to read and write, but he can speak another language.
In Italian.
Ancora 3 metri e un mezzo.
Learns math, physics, how to defend himself. He learns speed in a physical sense.
The stronger swordsman does not necessarily win. It is speed. Speed of hand. Speed of mind.
But he also learns how to reason, which will come in handy in the future. How is all this possible? According to the sources that I used for this video, there's 5 different aspects of monk mode, and this movie did a pretty good job of explaining most of them, but the first one, or phase 1, is time.
Does something else demand your time? Some pressing appointment?
If you're someone like me, sometimes you can think time is your enemy, but this movie shows that instead of making time your enemy, you can make it your ally, and that's exactly what Edmond does. So once you accept that you have nothing but time on your hands, especially if you're in this situation, you might as well use it to your benefit. It can be a week time frame, it can be a month, it can be a year, it can be several years, but having some sort of time frame helps you along your goals and helps set up a blueprint for you to focus and stay dedicated to your goal. A second part of it is eliminating distractions. Distractions can lead to missed deadlines, lower quality of work, poor decision making, and long-term effects of distraction can lead to increased stress, burnout, and lower satisfaction in whatever area of life your choice. It could be your job, it could be your hobbies, friends, family, whatever it is. Long-term effects aren't very helpful. Distractions can affect motivation and cause even short-term memory lapses, which is crazy. So you can see by having all distractions removed or just by being imprisoned, no distractions as you try to escape and as you try to learn skills and as you try to go through a self-improvement arc. I mean, like it's literally a character, it's literally character development in the movie, which, I'll shut up. All right, the last part is balance/reflection. So they can dig during the day to escape, and during the evening they can study and they can reflect and they can not only learn from each other's experiences, but in Edmond's case, he can reflect on how he was wrongfully imprisoned. Now that does help him because he's able to reason out the truth, but as we'll see later on, it also leads to a deep burning desire for revenge, which is not the healthiest to do. So what was the benefit of him being in this monk state of mind? Well, the movie shows that everything that Edmond learned came back to his aid and saved his life on several occasions. So first off, he had to learn how to be creative with his plans for escape. He swapped bodies with the prisoner who dies. Spoilers. But anyways, but not just that, he also spent time learning speed that helped him snatch the keys he needed to escape from the prison guard. The time he spends fighting helps him when he comes in contact with pirates and later helps him not only save their life, but also gain a best friend, Jacopo. And his reasoning helped him when it came with reasoning with the captain and keeping him and Jacopo alive. Even though he spoke before being imprisoned and afterwards was masterfully demonstrated, his voice was slightly softer and a bit higher as Edmond.
I had no idea he swore its contents were innocent.
When he's the Count, or when he's in character, it's charismatic and a bit deeper.
Even one as boorish as myself.
But we, the audience, know he's only masking the anger that he has inside. At the end, all the pain and suffering fueled his desire to learn and get better and improve and quote-unquote go through a long self-improvement phase, which did have an ending. And it helped him confront everyone who wronged him. And he did get justice, and as we'll see, justice very much turn into revenge, which is the only caveat when it comes to monk mode. Monk mode can be good for self-improvement and just for humans in general, but monk mode can come with some drawbacks because we can be so zoned into one specific task or one specific set of skills that we start losing our identity. And in Edmond's case, he was so focused on trying to get justice and trying to better himself that he kind of lost sight of justice, and eventually it turned into wrath and revenge. The only thing that calmed him down was finding out that he did have a son. Learning that he had a son helped take his wrath from wrath and just turn it into anger and just disgust for his ex-best friend. And that allowed him to offer his best friend mercy and to walk away, but we know his best friend refused it. He didn't want mercy, and we all know how that turned out.
I'm a count, not a saint.
I'm not an expert and I do not have much experience, but I have noticed that a lot of people who go into monk mode, the goal is to better themselves in their lives because they're currently dissatisfied of what's going on. And in this movie's case, it's a perfect example of someone taking a negative situation and turning it into, I don't want to say he takes a negative situation and makes it positive, but he's someone who learns how to take an imperfect situation and he makes it work. So this is pretty cool. It's a timeless example of monk mode. But I'm gonna end right here. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. If you want to talk more down below, let me know. And if you really enjoyed the video, you can share it. As always, remember to stay mentally fit, emotionally fit, physically fit, and I'll see you all in the next video.